Okay, you guys are ready?
Yes.
Okay, so the language objective is I can use the key vocabulary in a paragraph explaining how the sun produces light and heat. This is a vocabulary we're gonna be looking throughout the lesson. So heat, do you guys know what heat means? What the heat is? What's heat?
Hot.
Hot, And source? Source is something where you can obtain something from, okay? You can gain something from it, okay? What's light? Light? What's the light?
Is things beside it?
What do you think is light? No, don't read this. What do you think is light?
I am see.
You can see with light, right? Because light makes things visible. Light, like the light. Okay. Core. What's the core?
The core, the
center.
The center of the
earth.
Sun.
of the earth, of the sun, planet. And what's the earth?
Earth is the core.
It's the world, the planet in which we live, right? We live on earth, okay? Here are the definitions. In case you forget them, you can look at the underlined words like heat equals to hot. Source is something where you obtain something. Light is what makes things visible, okay? Core, it's the central region of the planet, central planet, or in this case sun. And earth is the planet in which we live. We live in a planet, or you can say the world as well. Okay? So now, do you guys know what's the difference between a sunny and a shady day? Sunny, you know what sunny is?
Yes, and
what's the difference?
Sunny is the sun.
You can say in Spanish and then try to do it.
Sunny es cuando algo te está pegando a ti y tú estás asoleado. Y
la diferencia es de que da electricidad.
No.
Okay. So a sunny day, what's a sunny day? In a sunny day, there is sun, right? There is the sun in a sunny day. In a shady day, there is no sun. Okay? Yes. No sun. So what happens in a sunny day? How is a sunny day? Sunny, cuando hay un día soleado, ¿cómo está el día? ¿Cómo se siente? Hot. It is hot. You sweat, right? You're like this, sweating. In a shady day, how is it? Un día que no hay sol, how is it? You feel cold, okay? So that's the difference. Why do you think that in a sunny day it is hot and in a shady day it is cold? Why do you think? What's the difference?
The sunny day is hot day, and
because there is
sun.
There is sun.
And
which is the one that provides heat, ¿verdad? Heat. The sun provides heat, and then that's what makes a sunny day hot. Okay? Now, I want you to complete the KWEL chart in here in groups of two, which are you two guys. Do you know what K stands for? What K means? This part. What does it mean? What you're gonna write in here? ¿Qué van a escribir aquí? In the first. ¿Qué van a escribir? Okay, what you know already. Okay? What you know. Okay, and here in the W, what you wanna learn, ¿verdad? Okay, so here write what you already know, please. You write one thing and then give it to them. Just one thing, Paulette, okay? Now it's your turn, Gerson. Try to say something different from Paulette, something different. She wrote, I know the sun is big and hot. What else do you know about sun? ¿Qué otra cosa sabes?
Es el sol.
Del sol.
De que el centro es muy caliente.
Okay, so you know that the center is hot. Okay, put it.
¿Puedo escribir en español?
Write it in Spanish and then we're gonna translate it. Or you know the same as her. You know the same as her? No, just keep writing.
¿Qué escribes también?
Okay, tiene un core, tiene un centro, okay? How can you write it in English? Que el sol tiene un core. How can you write it? I know that the sun has a core. Can you write it? I'll tell you what to write, okay? So write, I know, here, I know, I know, it says in here. The sun, has, tiene, has, H, A, S, has, A, again, has a, tiene un core. Okay, perfect. Now, what you want to learn about sun? One thing, Paulette. One thing, okay? I want to learn that what do you think is important to know? What are you more interested in learning about the sun? What are you more curious about? ¿Qué quieres saber del sol? Do you have a question about the sun?
Es que no sé, hay palabras para poner.
Okay, write it in Spanish and then we're gonna translate it into English, just like Gerson.
¿Qué se pasaría?
What would happen?
No, eso es cierto.
What would? If, see. One person
Se acerca.
get close. Get, no, it's G. The G.
No.
The G
Oh, de
G.
no. Yeah.
Okay, get. Close. Remember, close. Get close to the sun. Perfect. Now you, Gerson. What you want to learn about the sun? What question do you have about the sun? ¿Qué pregunta tienes acerca del sol? I'll give you some minutes to finish it, okay?
Okay.
Ay.
Hi. ¿Cómo se escribe I?
I. There. What I want to learn. To learn is okay. What you want to learn? ¿Qué quieres aprender del sol? What's your question?
Que
¿Cuál
si
es tu
hay
pregunta?
más estrellas como el sol.
Okay. If.
¿Cómo se escucha?
If. There. There are more stars like the sun. Perfect. Okay, so the last part, which is what I learned, what you guys learned, we're gonna finish it at the end of the class, okay? Is that okay? Now, we are going to watch a short video about the sun. It's gonna tell you what how old the sun is and what does the sun provides to us, to the earth, and how it does it. Okay, so the short video is in here. You guys pay close attention to the video. Don't talk, just listen.
Hey guys, what's up? So I am super into this website right now. It's Generation Genius. And they cover all the science standards for every state. But what I love...
Get comfortable, guys. If you wanna get closer to the computer, it's fine. So that's the video.
Pop quiz. What's the closest star to Earth? It's called Sol.
So what's the closest star to Earth? What's the closest? Remember what close means? Close. Cerca. What's the closest star to Earth? Guess Earth.
Earth is world.
Is the world, in the planet in which we live, right? We live in Earth. So what's the star that is closest to Earth?
Is sun.
Sun. So the sun is the closest part to Earth. Okay, can you say it? The sun
The sun
is the
closest to
Star.
to Earth.
Okay. Muy bien.
Never heard of it, you say? Sure you have. Sol is the sun. Ancient Romans, who once worshipped the sun, called it Sol, and it's become the kind of official scientific name for the sun. It's where the term solar system comes from. Sol, or the sun, is the star at the center of our 8-planet solar system that provides us with energy. Without the sun, Earth would be a dark, frozen world with no life.
So, what does the sun provide? What does it give us?
The world
The sun provides with energy to the world, right?
and light.
Without the sun, without it, if there is no sun, how would the earth be?
Congelada.
Frozen. Yeah? Frozen. Cold. Frozen and cold.
But how does the sun's energy get to us?
Como la energía del sol nos da.
Well, first, let's talk about what the sun is. It's a 5 billion-year-old big ball of super hot gas.
Okay, so how old is the sun?
5 billion
The sun,
years
Oh.
the sun is
5 billion years
old.
Okay. And it is a ball of fiery gas. Fiery gas, okay? A ball of fiery gas.
The hottest part of the sun is its core, or
What's the hottest part of the sun?
The core.
Core or the center, okay? That's the hottest part of the
center,
sun.
which is about 15 million degrees Celsius. Whoa. Its surface is not quite as hot, but it's still almost 5,600 degrees Celsius, which is pretty toasty if you ask me. And as for its size, the sun is so huge, you could line up over 100 Earths along the face of it.
It's
And more than a
huge.
million
Huge,
Earths could fit
the sun.
inside it. But the sun's size isn't what makes it seem so big and bright to us on Earth. It's because it's so close to us that it seems way, 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 way bigger and brighter than other stars.
So the sun is close to us, close to the planet, okay?
So, you know that the sun is hot and bright, and that heat and light are both kinds of energy that we get from the sun.
Again, what's heat? What's heat? What does heat mean?
Hot and light.
Okay, heat, it's hot, okay?
Hot.
It's hot. And what is light?
Light.
You can look back at the vocabulary or definitions. But light is what makes things visible. The light we get from the sun, okay? So the sun provides us with energy, heat, and light, okay? It gives us those three.
Let's take a look at a model to see how the sun's energy gets from good old Sol to our planet. Here's the sun. Energy is created in its super hot 15 million degree core. That energy then travels outward from to complete. But once the energy deep inside the sun finally gets to the surface, it travels as light and heat all the way to Earth. In fact, it only takes about 8 minutes for light to travel approximately 150 mil.
How many minutes does it take for light to travel from sun to the earth?
8
It takes 8 minutes so the light gets to the sun. The light from the sun gets to the earth, okay? It takes 8 minutes.
Million kilometers through space to Earth over here. That's not such a long time. So to sum up, energy is created in the sun's core. It travels very slowly to the sun's surface before it takes a super speedy trip to Earth in the form of light and heat. And you and I can see and feel that energy as sunlight. Without the heat and light we get from the sun, Earth would be just a frozen ball floating around in space, which would be a total bummer. So, thanks, Sol. You're a real star.
So again, the earth will be, how would the earth be without the sun? With no sun, how would the earth be? ¿Cómo sería la Tierra sin el Sol?
Cold.
Cold, frozen.
And frozen.
Okay, very good. Now we are going to look at the differences between the temperatures in here. At 10 a.m., the temperature of the water was 70 Fahrenheit. Okay, and at 3 p.m., the temperature changed to 74 Fahrenheit. Why do you think is that?
Porque en las mañanas no
Because
está.
the sun está empezando a llegar, and 3 p.m. is the sun up.
At 10 a.m., there is almost no sun, right? It is not that hot. And at 3 p.m., the sun is already on top of the sky, and the heat from the sun gets to the earth, to the water, and it hits it. It lo calienta, okay? Calienta el agua. So that's the difference, right? The sun. There is no sun at 10 a.m. Okay, now, are you guys ready for an activity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to complete this worksheet called the sun. It is in here. So the directions are right, true, or false to each of the sun facts. Okay, so there is this sentence, and then you're gonna read it, and you're gonna decide whether it is true or false in group. Okay, both of you. You ask him, he's gonna ask you. Okay, so the first one says the sun is a planet. It is true or is it false?
Is false, because the sun is the one star, and is not planet.
Okay, so do you agree? Yes, agree that the sun is a planet, which is false. Okay. Now, question number 2. Sun's light reaches Earth in 8 minutes. Is it true or false?
True, because in video.
Because of the video.
This video, he teach me
She taught you
the energy
travels
traveled
from sun
and earth
to Earth in
8
8 minutes. Okay, perfect. Now, question 3. The sun provides energy on Earth. Is it true or false?
Is it true?
Okay.
Because in the course, the sun knows that energy and light.
Okay, so the sun provides energy to the Earth. It's true, right? Now, next one. The sun can burn our skin even here on Earth. Can the sun burn our skin if we're outside the house? Yeah?
Yes.
Can it burn? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So it's true, right? Now, the sun is a ball fiery gas. Is it true?
True.
Okay. Now the last one. The sun is a star close to our planet.
It's true.
Okay, it's true. Perfect. Very good. Okay. Now I want you to complete the third part of the KWL chart, which is what I learned, what you guys learned. You write first. Now it's the last part of the class, okay? You are going to write what you learned in the class, over there, and then you pass it to her, and she's gonna write what she learned one thing, okay?
Okay.
What you learned, ¿qué aprendiste? I learned that the sun what? Has just one thing here, son, okay? Okay, so you learned that the sun has a high temperature. Okay, now you pull it. What you learned about the sun today? I'm gonna take this away because you already completed it. And put it right here.
¿Cómo es ese tiene?
Has. Perfect. So you learned that the sun is big. It's a big star and that has gas, right? It is a fiery ball of gas. Now, the last activity I want you to do is you're gonna complete that paragraph with a key vocabulary word, okay? So you read the beginning of the sentence and then you get one word from here and then you write it over there, okay? So today I learned that the sun is a of energy that is a source. Write it over there. Today I learned that the sun is a source. Here, source. Okay, it's a source of energy that provides. What does the sun provide us with? What gives?
Light.
Light and
Heat.
heat. Okay, so provides light and heat. Wait, Gerson. Okay, so we used heat already, okay? We used source, we used light, so we have two more. Now, it says heat to the The sun provides heat and light to the sun, to the earth. Okay, muy bien. To the earth. From its, so what's the last word we have in here? Core, okay. And now, the last sentence, the word is not there, but you guys, I think you guys know it, because you are smart. So, as I was saying, the last sentence says, the core is the part of the sun. Hardest part of the sun. Now, I want you guys to read it both at the same time. Both. You, Gerson, talk a little bit louder so that I can hear you. Both. 1, 2, 3.
Today I learned that the sun
You too.
is a source of energy that provides light and heat to the earth because the core is the hardest part of the sun.
Very good. Good job, guys. Thank you so much for learning, for staying here with me, okay? Thank you. Now